Hello and welcome. I am Wermund Grimraven, and I am the High Earth Word of Warden's Earth, Northern Dawn Kindreds, and I am based at the Gladzymes Gate Hearth, which is our northern hearth, and we have the Wild Stallion Hearth that's overseen by Brew Hengest Kane down in near West Drayton, and that hearth looks after Kent and the south of England for us. Hail Warden, hail Thunor, hail Frigg, hail Ingvar, hail our ancestors, hail the kindreds of the Northern Dawn, and drink hail to anybody who watches this video. Ancestral Spirit Mead is brewed here at our Gladzymes Gate Hearth by myself, so it's quite exclusive to our kindred. I'm not the only one who brews mead in the kindreds, but this is the one that I've been making for a few years now. There's a purpose behind today's video, and it's about just being straightforward and where we're at. So basically an update. Anybody who's watched us last videos, and I need to go and edit YouTube down, and not so long ago now we accepted some other people to come under our banner. We gave them a home in our hearths and let them raise a hearth in our kindred's name, and they have since dishonoured themselves. I'm not going to go into it on the video, it's not what it's about, and given the chance to make recompense, they decided to walk away, which is fine. We don't own anybody, we've always said that, but then decided to go off trying to pass the blame. But we're not going to play the blame game. We know what happened, we've actually got the evidence of what they did, so we've no need to play that game. If you want to know more about it, visit our Facebook page, The Northern Whisper, and there's a bit about there on it. But anyway, we've always had this, I'd rather have a small group of dedicated people and a large group of nobodies who I never ever hear from, who I never know, who we never meet, and not suffering fools. But unfortunately, caught off guard with this one. That's exactly, I just went against all my basic instincts really, and I just didn't suffer the fools for long. But it's taught me an hard lesson, and the big lesson there was we're not going down that path again. We just got settled with two kindreds set up and rolling things forward, and we took this third kindred on, and it was just like throwing Loki into Iggy is all. That's all I can describe it as. But we didn't let him play his game. It's boom, gone. And that's how we roll. At the end of the day, if somebody is not for us, or you think we're not for you, then go away. You know, or don't bother. We're not that interested in you. We're interested in the right kind of people, which brings us around to who we actually are. And where we're going and what we're trying to achieve. It's always hard when you sit there on a video saying that we follow the path of our ancestral gods and our indigenous folk of the Anglo-Saxons, because these days it seems to be that Anglo-Saxon is becoming a dirty word. They don't want you to call yourself that anymore, do they? The England Rugby Club can't call itself the Saxons anymore. What's that about? And but they're supposed to be promoting diversity. Well, I've worked in diversity. I've worked in care homes, I've worked in gyms, I've worked in security, I've dealt with people. For the last 30 years of my life, these are the kind of jobs that I've done. And I understand diversity clearly better than the people writing the books, because where does diversity begin and end? Because I can absolutely accept somebody's point of view, somebody's culture, somebody's religion, and yes, celebrate that, right? But then as an Anglo-Saxon, I am an Anglo-Saxon, okay? I'm saying it very loud out there for the haters. I am an Anglo-Saxon. I am proud to be an Anglo-Saxon. But that doesn't mean I hate anybody else. Right? And we should have the same right to follow our indigenous spirituality and religion that was here long before Christianity and the major religions came to these shores. Okay, and the roots of that go way, way back in time. We have the same right under like the law and diversity and policy to follow this path. We're not hurting anybody. We're not political, and we are not racist. I don't care what an individual's views are. That's their views. But our kindred is about spirituality, religion, put it in which terms you want. But we are rebuilding, or starting to rebuild as much as we can, a traditional way of following as far as possible what our ancestors did without trying to put their shoes on. Okay. We had an accumulation of 12 years of hard work, which is why it's so upsetting and offensive that someone will come along and think that they can just take over or step into the higher ranks of the kindred and then run away going, oh, I've got an hierarchy. You're damn right, we've kind of got an hierarchy. However, the hierarchy is structured, okay, so we've got people that are leading, developing and pushing forward what we are doing. And our membership is quite happy that we're doing that. On the other hand, if you look on the other side of the coin, if you watch our videos of our blots, everybody is welcome to speak at our blots. When I first started, I was writing all these blots myself. I still write the blots predominantly for the Gladsheim Gate side of it and there's a Rise and stuff. But I put other people in there. So I'm doing my little bit, but someone else will be doing the Hammerites or the this or the that or poetic readings. It's inclusive. We're trying to get everybody to develop down this path. Okay? And we can only do that by including them. So the titles are there for a reason. Yes, we need a structure, but we don't sit behind a desk and like tick people's names off as they come in and say, oh no, you can't come in today because you haven't paid your subs, because we don't charge anything. We are free. Not many people can say that. If you want a t-shirt, you buy it at cost price, but you still buy it. If you want to be a membership, have membership, as you will find out, you earn it. It can't be bought and it's not given freely. And after the experience we've just had with those that's just left us, that's just ruined it for everybody if they thought they could have an easy buy-in. We've done it once, we made a mistake, we will not do it again. Okay. Handbook of the Anglesey, Warden's Earth, Kindred of the Northern Dawn. I write this stuff, okay, but we've got the Consortium of Gar, which is our council, and everything basically goes through them. These are the newer publications, so all the copyrights are from this year. This, unfortunately, will actually now need slightly amending because it's still got like the badge of the old kindred of the old hearth that is no longer with us on it and stuff. But I'm going to go through a couple of bits of this to give you the gist of it. We do have some copies of this, so if you contact me and give me a postal address, I would send you one if we've any left. It is out of date, we'll be getting updated. Or if you contact us and provide us with an email address, okay, I can email you the PDF, okay, and I can amend it before I send it so it's not confusing. Warden's Hearth, ndk@gmail.com. I'll say that again. Warden's Hearth, ndk@gmail.com. Right. All inquiries to do with the hearths and the kindred can go to there, but to request a freebie or when they've gone the PDF sent to an email, get in touch with us there. Okay. The first thing, we do have a motto. Elenscionon Erol. Bravery belongs to the hero. Now that don't mean we're all running on battlefield, killing people or doing this or do that. The hero is the one who's willing to stand up for who they are and what they believe in. No matter who's telling them they're wrong, right? You know you're not. We're Anglo-Saxons, we're not wrong, and we will stand up for that, okay? And that's what we mean by bravery belongs to the hero. Our sacred reed, using imagery and knowledge from the past, we stand in the shadow of our ancestors, forging the reality of our own future whilst protecting and promoting the culture and heritage of our folk, leaving a footprint to our gods and traditions for future generations of our folk, the Angle kin, to follow. I don't think that's a bad vision, to be fair. And like a kind of a personal truth that a member should have in their heart, if they want to walk in this kindred, is worth self and godum dedum, worth gain for yourself through good deeds. Everything is earned, it can't be bought. It goes on as ethos when we look back with pride and in reverence at our ancestors and their achievements. We wouldn't be where we were today if it wasn't for our ancestors. We do not attempt to emulate our ancestors, rather we try to foster their courage and spirit as we walk each day through the battlefield of modern life. We do not try to walk in our ancestors' footprints. Instead, we find the point where their footprints begin to fade and continue the journey, leaving new prints for others to follow. We pay homage and show honour and respect to the ancestral gods of our folk, and we hail the Angle kin. Our aims as an overall kindred, to find like-minded folk to stand with us in honour of their gods, ancestors and our kinsfolk, to promote free thinking with our membership, to help each individual member develop their own path in their own way. And our overall objective, to build a not-for-profit kindred that helps with the spiritual development of its membership with no personal or financial gain to be made. We don't want your money. I really don't think that is all that bad. Okay, you can get a copy of that free or as a download. The other thing that has now come, this might all become one book at some point in time, but this is our first publication of our Book of Rights, and it's only available to members. It's simple as that. So you can't ask for this one. Okay, there's a few escaped now because of the other Earth what we had. So it'll probably get out there, some of it. We already know someone's copying it, but whatever, we don't care, right? But we've studied this stuff, so it's like to just come and steal it, crack on. And obviously our Rise event, which we're holding each year, we have a separate little booklet that for people that are going to it has got a full breakdown of what's going on. It's a weekend at a wild campsite basically, where we do things during the day, have blots, then have a big bonfire and stuff to eat, and just sit back in the moonlight, drinking mead, round a fire, chatting shit. Sometimes we've got a guitar there playing, some drumming. It's just a timeless experience that's always happened, and we enjoy that. And the other thing that I'll show you, which went very quickly from this, which was an idea that was quickly put together, thrown out there to the membership saying, well, what do you think? Trying to get people to send in work that we can use to publish our own little magazine, minimum of twice a year at the moment, so winter and summer. If it picks up, we'll develop it. And already hot off the press, these are about to go out. This is issue 1, Kindred of the Northern Dawn, Northern Whisper is what we've called it. So this is issue 1. As you can see, it's just packed with information. A lot of work went into it, to be fair. Okay, and as it stands, it's not a bad little publication. All those contact details are going to be on the back like that, so we're easy to find, we're easy to contact. These again, we do have a few spare. If you did want one, once everyone in the kindreds have got them, and we'd be willing to send you one free if you got in touch. Or again, we do have this on PDF, which you can ask us and we'll email it you free. Or if you start following our profile on Facebook under our kindred name, Woden's Earth, Kindred of the Northern Dawn, we won't let you join as a friend because that's as membership, that's private unless you're joining. But you can follow the page, you can see what we post publicly, and before long we will be putting these PDFs up free where we can. But some kind of profiles don't let you do it. But it's available. If you want a copy, get a copy. It's not just me that's in here. There's people from within our kindred all doing different things. If you want to know what it is, you're going to have to jump in there and ask for a copy. So you can see we're trying really hard to like think outside the box and do things that maybe other people haven't done yet or have tried and it's not quite worked, and so maybe we're thinking, is there another way to do it? This is not going to be the shortest video I've made. Normally I'd apologise, today I'm not. If you are interested in what we do, you will listen to this video. If you're not, you'll just turn it off and that's fine as well. Okay. Our path to the kindred is, the structure that we put in place is now unchangeable after the experience we've just had. So, if you get in touch with us, the first thing we do is possibly meet up in a cafe with you, where it's nice and public. You can bring a friend if you. There'll probably never be more than 2 of us anyway, yeah. And that's just so everything's out in the open, above board. And you don't expect we hiding in woods to jump on you and stuff, right? And we just have a chat, okay. If you at that point and we are happy for you to go any further, it may be that we want another meeting, or you want another meeting. There might be things that you want to go away and think about, or we want to go away and think about, right? It's a brick in the face, honest, face to face, right? So simple as that. Not willing to do that. We don't deal with anon, okay? If you won't show us your face, you won't tell us who you are, you won't meet with us, don't want to know you, you're wasting your time and you're wasting our time. If you did decide you want to become part of this kindred, the first thing to do is, for want of a word, become a prospective member. So you've not taken any pledges, any oaths, nothing, okay? But you can attend block, whether that's with a local kindred or whether you want to jump on trains and go between north and south of England, I don't care, right? But you've got to attend a minimum of 3 blocks, and we're not going to force you to do that. When we've got a block, one of our hearths or sacred weos, which is a sacred space, we have a few, we will let you know and you will tell us if you're coming. We'll give you the meeting time and place where we're meeting up, and 15 minutes maximum after that time, if you're not there, we're gone. We're not going to wait around for hours for people, right? So the impetus is on yourselves. If you really want it, you'll turn up on time, ready for the block. We'll attend a minimum of 3 blocks over a minimum of 6 months. Okay, you can attend more than that if everything's going well. Even as a guest, if you want to speak at a block, we'll let you speak at a block. If you wanted the honour before actually becoming a member of, like, doing the opening Amorite, if you asked us about it, we'll probably let you do it. We taught you through it, let you have a practice, make sure you're happy with it. Yeah, we really are that relaxed about it, okay? It's all about letting people feel part of something. Anyway, you'd also be added as a friend to the kindred profile, but you wouldn't be added to the information group because that's members only. But that means that you can interact with us and blah 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 and be part of the kindred on that level. If you then decided that you did want to go forward and become a member, the first step is becoming a member of your most local hearth. So, or even classed as one of our, we also have got one in Knaresborough, we've got one in Leicestershire that are up in the north, and then Enges got some down in the south as well. Okay, so if you actually lived near Knaresborough or you were at Ripper, then we would more like to say, well, why not have a block with the people up there, then we'll come up there. You know what I mean? And we'll try and work it as much as we can. But then, overall, if you wanted to become, for example, a part of Glad's Gate, you would have to come to Wakefield, and you would have to go through the membership right, which accumulates as just accepting you as a member of that hearth. That does not make you a member of the kindred, okay? Because you'll spend some more time as a member of the hearth before we're willing to introduce you to the other kindreds, because a couple of months later you might think, this isn't for me. Okay, fine, walk away. Nothing's ventured, nothing's gained. Okay. So realistically, you're probably looking at another 6 months as part of a hearth, coming to Blotts, being part of it, getting to know people, and then when we think you're ready, you can't ask to become a member of the kindred, you can ask to become a member of a hearth. We will approach you, we'll ask you once if you want it, and if you say no, you'll never be offered again, and you'd probably be asked to leave, because if you didn't want to become part of the overall kindred, what are you doing here? That'll be my question to you then, okay? But if all's well and you do want it, obviously a member or one of the guardians or guardians, someone will come and ask you and be willing to stand for you and say, yes, I think we should accept this person as a full kindred member. And then you have to attend a block, either at a winter or summer solstice. That might just be the local hearth, or it might be we've managed to get both hearths together, or representatives from like the south and north together. We do it. And at that point, you'd be expected to take our pledge of honour. Our pledge of honour is not to me, it is not to the kindred, and it is not to a hearth, it's to yourself. Okay, it's not binding, it doesn't fix you to anything, it doesn't mean that you're a lifetime member and you can never leave. You're making a pledge to yourself and your gods and your ancestors. Okay, you're making a pledge of honour, your personal honour, and that means everything to us. Trust me, in this kindred, your word is listened to and remembered. You can't say something and think we'll forget it's been said, because it doesn't happen, trust me. Right? So you take that pledge and it's got to be heartfelt. Okay? If you go that far, at that point, you're given a hammer, similar to this one. They're not all exactly the same size or shape. They're made by Stuart, our smith, and also a troth band. I buy these from Stuart. I give them to you for free, because you've earned them. You'll have been around us like nearly a year by then, or perhaps a year, waiting for this block where you're willing to stand in front of your kinsfolk and in the gaze of the gods and the ancestors of us folk, and make that pledge of honour to yourself. You earn these, and we gladly give them you, and we'll never ever force you to give them back, even if you live the kindred. Okay? Again, I think that's something that all kindred shouldn't be asking you to buy wristbands and stuff off them. Who's getting that money? How's it benefiting you? That's what I'd be asking. Okay, so you're then a member of the kindred, so you can come to like the Arise event, which is our annual event where we do get all the kindreds together on a wild campsite, and just if you've been watching, you've seen the little programme. Next year's already paid up, so we're definitely going. So life in the kindred, right? We exist in Frith. If you're the one that breaks Frith, you are the one that will go. I've just left a pause there for effect. There's no messing about, right? We do not argue with each other in kindred. We don't all agree on things all the time. That's fine. We're not robots, yeah. But you're not going to start slagging someone off because of their opinion. That's their opinion, right? And this is how we learn and grow. Everybody has to have an individual tweak. Okay. There's local blots. There may be blots further afield that you can come to, and then again by effort and attendance and engagement, at some point we may offer you to do the rite of freemanship and become a free person of the earth. We call it freemanship. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, it doesn't matter. That's the word we use. If you don't like it, don't accept the honour. It's dead simple, really. Other things that we've got going, we're also building another honour, which is Hearthguard, which will be a programme where, again, through training and development of certain things, you can earn like the title. There's also in development, it's called the Enclave of Eldride. Our High Eldride is Eliana, who's at the moment our lone female member at this point in time. And it's, for want of a word, it's a children and families thing. So it's to make sure that the welfare of children, the welfare of females within our kindred is looked after by females who understand what men don't understand. Okay, and that's something that's now being developed as we speak, and hopefully when we get to Arise next year we'll be able to launch that properly. And Ellie will take on the title of High Eldride, which Eldride is an old word for a wise woman, if you like, for want of a word. And that is pretty much my waffle today. Okay, I can't drink much. I've got to go and play sport later on, which is really annoying because we shifted some mead yesterday and now I've got a thirst for it. But I hope you watch this video. I hope it either enthuses you to get in touch or makes you never want to listen to us again. There's no in between. You either like what we do or you don't like what we do. And we'll welcome those that do with open arms within this structure. So, have a great day. The sun's shining. I'm going to get some fresh air. Hail Woden. Drink hail. Catch you all later.